Hey there, this is Akshit Madan and welcome back to a new playlist. And in this playlist, we are going to create a tech news application. So, as the name is defining, we are going to create a news application in Flutter using the newsapi.org. And in this, as you can see that on my screen, here's the emulator, and in this emulator, the TechNewz app is running, and you can see that it is fetching the news application. It is a news application, and it is fetching the tech-related news and from the news API, and it is showing me in the list view.builder, and you can see that not only this, I have also integrated a search bar, so you can also search for your keyword or any phrase. You can search it, and you can also see that there is one more feature. Whenever I click on it, any news, you can see a bottom sheet pops up, and you can see the headline of the news and a little bit of short description, and you can also read the full article. By clicking on this button, you will be directed to your favorite browser, and the complete news article will be displayed in front of you, right? So I think that this app is going to be really amazing, and this is also going to be useful if you are learning how to create API request, how to fetch data using an API in your Flutter application. And if you add a few more things in this, changing the news according to the location, then I think that you can put this project in your resume also, right? If you use any state management libraries like Block or GetX, then I think that you can put this project in your resume. But we are not going to use any state management libraries. We are going to make it from scratch. And yes, so I think that yes, so this was a demo of the application. So now if I show you the API or website, so this is newsapi.org. You can go on it, and you can just click on this get API key button, and it will ask you to sign up. And after signing up, you will be getting your API key. You can copy paste that API key in your application in a separate file, right? And now if I just want documentation, and on the Postman, we are going to create one simple request, and let's see what type of data we get. Of course, we are going to get the JSON data, and let's see what are the keys present in that JSON data in that dictionary, right? So now if I just go on this top headlines, because we are going to fetch the top headlines of the news of the tech news category, right? So now here you can see that it takes these parameters, that is your API key, then the country, and then the category, then sources. I'm going to discuss everything about you in this complete playlist, don't worry. And you can see that in the country, it is taking the country codes, right? It is not taking the exact country name, it is taking the country codes. So now you can just search the country code on the internet, and you can find that which country code. You can also search ISO 3166 codes for countries, and you can get the country code for a particular country. If you are applying the feature of changing the news according to the location, like if you only want the news in Chinese, or if you want China related tech news, then you can apply the in your API URL, you can tell that the country is China, right? Okay, now in the category, we are interested in this technology category. So we will be putting this in our URL, that my category is technology. You can also create a separate tab for entertainment, for general, for health, for science, right? For sports, for business. But we are going to create a technology news application. So we will be putting this in our URL. Then we have the sources, right? So in this sources, you can define that if you want the news from a particular news source like CNBC or BBC, right? So you can define that in your URL, but we are not going to define that. Perfect. So in the page size, as it is telling the number of results to be returned in one page. So by default, it will be 20, and you can define maximum 100, right? So we are going to define 100 only, so that I should not have to scroll more. I should see a lot more news, right? So like this, I can just copy this, what we can say, the URL, and let's create a simple API request in this Postman. So I am on my Postman, and I'll click on this create a request button, and over here I'll paste my URL. So now let's try to decode this URL that we have copied from that news API website. So first of all, you can see that we have this HTTP, then newsapi.org/v2/top headlines, because we are interested in fetching the top headlines. And then we have sources equal to BBC News. But I want to remove this source because I want it to be from any source. So I'll just remove this. Then we have this API key, right? So this is my API key. You can use your own API key. And now if I want news of particular category, so first of all, let's create a request, and then we will use category also in my URL. So if I just click on this send button, we are getting an error. Required parameters are missing. Okay. So I think this country is compulsory. So we will just put country is equal to US, and we will put the and sign. And now if I just create a request, yes, so here we are getting the news. So you can see that I am getting a dictionary, and in this dictionary, the status is okay. And in this dictionary, I am having a list of the articles, right? So we are going to take each and every article using listview.builder, and then we are interested in this title, then description, then URL to the image because we want to show the image in the bottom sheet, and then we also have the author, right? Then you will also get a URL. So this is my URL. Now you can use this URL for redirecting the user from your app to the browser, and in that browser, using this URL, the news article will be opened, right? So we are going to use this, and I think that this app will be super interesting. So yes, now in the next video we will be just creating a simple a scaffold of the application. We will be just designing the colors, then the theme we will be deciding. And yes, so I hope you like this video, and I hope that you will like the upcoming videos also in this playlist. So yeah, till next content, keep coding, keep innovating, and thanks a lot.